Hello everyone, Nishant here from learnqaskill. This is the second video in this series. In first video we have seen that how to download and install Java. To write and execute a Java code, we need one code editor. For that we have downloaded and installed the Eclipse IDE and we test our Selenium and Java code. So today is the second video of the Java series. In today's video, we will be going to discuss about the identifiers in Java and what are the rules to write an identifier in Java. So first topic is identifiers. So what are identifiers? Identifiers are used for identification purpose. Suppose let's take an example of one class. So there are multiple students in a one class. So how we can differentiate each student differently and how we can identify each student based on their name, right? So like this, in a Java, names are used as identifiers or names are used for identification purpose in a Java. So the name could be either a class name, method name or a variable name. So let's take one Java example. So as you can see on a screen, this is a one simple example I have taken. So here is a one class. Inside that class I have defined one main method. Inside that I have declared one variable which is a. So in this program total 5 identifiers are there. So let's identify those identifiers. So first identifier is a test. So this is the class name. Second identifier is a main, which is a method name. Third identifier is a string, which is a predefined class in a Java. Fourth identifier is a args, which is the variable name. And fifth identifier is a, which is a variable name we use to store a value. So these 5 identifiers are there in this program. Now let's discuss about rules to write an identifier. First rule for writing an identifier is the only allowed character in Java identifiers are small letter alphabets from A to Z, capital letter alphabets from A to Z, and the numbers from 0 to 9, and underscore symbol and the dollar symbol. These are the only allowed characters for Java identifiers. Now rule number 2. If we are using any other character which we have discussed in the rule number 1, so we will get an compile time error. So as you can see on the screen, I have taken 2 examples. So first one is a employee underscore name and second one is a employee and hash symbol. So the first one is valid one and second one is a invalid one, because in the second case we have used a hash symbol and the hash is not allowed as an identifier in Java. Now the rule number 3. Identifiers are not allowed to start with the digit, but they can be start with the letter, underscore or the dollar sign. So as you can see, I have taken 4 examples here. In the first example, identifier starts with the alphabets and then I have included the letters into it. So this is the valid one. But the identifier should not start with the numbers or the digits. That is why the second one is an invalid one. But the identifiers can start with the underscore symbol and the dollar symbol. So the third one and the fourth one is the valid example of the identifiers, because third one is a start with the underscore and the fourth one is a start with the dollar symbol, and it includes the alphabets only. Now the rule number 4. Java identifiers are case sensitive. So as you can see in the example, so I have defined one variable over here which is the number, but that number defined in a different way with respect to the case. In the first variable I have used all the small letter alphabet, and in the second variable I have used first letter N is a capital, and after that all the small letter alphabets. And in the third variable, all the capital letter alphabets I have used. So the Java can differentiate in these three variables. All these are numbers, but Java can differentiate with these three variables with respect to the case sensitivity, because somewhere we have used the small letter and somewhere we have used the capital letters. So this is related to case sensitivity. Now the rule number 5. So what rule number 5 says? There is a no length or a limit for Java identifiers, but it's not recommended to take more than 15 length character. So there is a no restriction for identifiers. We can use any number of character as a Java identifier, but not recommended to take more than 50 character, and whatever the identifiers we are taking, that should be the meaningful and the readable. Now the rule number 6. We can't use the reserved words as an identifier in Java. Reserved word means some words are already reserved in Java. So those reserved words we cannot use as an identifier in Java. As you can see on a screen in the example, I have declared one variable which is called int if equals to 10. So this is the invalid one, because we have used here if as a variable, but the if is a reserved word in Java that already used by the Java language internally to define some functionality. So that is why this if variable we cannot declare and we cannot use as an identifier in Java. So these are the 6 different rules are there to define an identifier. If you like my video, press the like button, share, subscribe my YouTube channel. So whenever I upload any new video, you receive the updates. Thanks for watching the video.